This is Two Strangers Meet, where you get to be a part of the conversation. I'm your host, Jazzy Hermione, where we talk all things life, change, and challenges, where every story matters. Your voice, your experience, let's meet. Welcome back to the Two Strangers Meet. I hope you enjoyed our very first episode. And today I wanted to chat to you a bit about the victim mindset, inspired by a TikTok I made. I made this TikTok on the 17th of December last year. It is currently February. So it says, I can't believe that was your childhood. I never knew. Yeah, babe, I didn't make it my identity like most do. I grew, I learned, I healed, I moved on. And let me tell you, this post got so many people fired up in the comments. I wanted to read a couple to you so then we could kind of talk about it more. One person said, victims aren't playing victim by being traumatized and not having the right support. This is such a victim blaming mindset. 100% agree, but also not judging anyone on how they choose to heal or how long it takes. There's a difference between speaking about it and making it your whole identity. If you don't let yourself be more than what happened to you, you will never heal. Girl, yes. Growth and healing for the win. Too often, people use their trauma as a way to rationalize being stuck. It's hard, it doesn't go away, but you have to try and create a life outside of your trauma, not a life based on it. I like this one. I mean, yeah, I talk a lot about it, but that's because I started a not-for-profit for it. She turned what happened to her into something good to help other people going through it. The horrors of my life that no one has a clue about, because that doesn't make me me. Grow through what you go through. Our childhoods are not our fault, but it is our responsibility to deal with them and grow as people. That's a truth y'all aren't ready for. Huge range of responses in that. I did just bring out the ones that kind of, I completely understand that when you go through quite big, heavy trauma, it's going to stay with you for the rest of your life. It's going to change you. But I think what one person summed up really well is, yes, you go through it, but instead of using it as an excuse to do things and the reason why you do things, it's like, I'm here because of this, but it's not an excuse in a way. And I want to be really careful about talking about this because it is a very sensitive topic, because I know we've all gone through, some people have gone through quite very traumatic stuff. And when I say trauma, I want to actually reword that and try and not use the word trauma, because I'm kind of more talking about the more surface level kind of things, not the really, really deep shit, you know? If you have gone through something and you have a mental disorder because of it, if you are clinically depressed, anxiety, I am not talking to you right now. I love you. I hope you go get support and I hope you get the support needed. But this video is not directed to you or to you. This episode is obviously inspired by those comments. And it's all about taking responsibility for yourself, taking ownership of your life, and knowing that this is your life. This is your power. You control what's in your life. No one else does. You control what gives you power. When I posted this TikTok, it was all about that victim mindset. If you play into the whole concept of you're so broke every single day, you constantly tell yourself how broke you are, there is not going to be a day you wake up and feel good about yourself. If you tell yourself every day that you're broke, that you can't afford anything, you're putting that identity onto yourself that you're broke, and that's all you see yourself as. Your self-worth is you're broke. Your body recognizes that for you to be you, you have to be broke. So how do you expect to go earn heaps and heaps of money? How do you expect for money to come into you? How do you expect to get better with money if you are constantly telling yourself this narrative that you're broke? Because what you tell yourself will come true. What you focus on will grow. So if you're focusing on being broke and the negativity, no wonder you're still broke. They're plain and simple. It is up to you how you treat your life. That no one else can control how you feel, how you show up, the standards you hold against yourself. No one can do that except you. It's up to you. And yes, you can say you're broke, but if you complain about being broke every single day, but do not take steps, take responsibility, increase your standards to get out of being broke, if you don't do anything I don't think you deserve to complain about being broke anymore. If you complain about something 3 times and you have still not taken a single step to change what you're complaining about, sorry, but that's an instant I'm not listening to you complain anymore. I'm not giving you my sympathy anymore because you have complained about this so many times but have not taken any steps to fix it. So right now, you actually are complaining for the sake of complaining and complaining for the sake of attention. You don't actually care. Because if you cared, you would do something about it. If you complain about your job every single day, every single week to me, and you have not started looking for another job, you have not quit, you had not had conversations with your boss to fix the issues, sorry, but I'm not going to give a shit. I'm going to look at you dead in the eyes and say, do you actually care about this? Because you have not changed at all. It's up to you. Not you just complaining about something isn't going to make something get fixed. You need to put in actions yourself to get it changed. And if you can't get it changed, maybe you need to remove yourself from the situation. Maybe you need to look inwards and be like, why does this affect me so much? Why is this triggering me? Life is a mirror. If someone says something to you and you get triggered, it is not up to the other person to explain absolutely everything. It's up to you to work inwards and go, why is this person triggering me every time I talk to them? Yes, they may be mean, they may be rude, but at the end of the day, you control how you feel. You control what triggers you, and you need to do some reflection into yourself and be like, okay, why does this affect me? What is this highlighting for me? This happens so many times with my friends. They'll have a friend that is quite flaky. They always are cancelling plans. They never actually make plans. You set a date, they're always an hour late. They don't show up after you've literally planned your whole week around this outing. But then you get so upset about it. And I'm like, babe, this has happened 10 times already. When are you going to lower your standards of them? If you know that every time you have hung out with them, they have cancelled on you last minute, why are you still inviting them? Why do you still get so affected when they cancel and take it to heart when you know it's just them? If someone repeatedly is doing something, you can't fix that. Yes, maybe a conversation can happen, but the ultimate thing is you can't control the other person. You can only control yourself. So why are you getting upset every single time they don't show? When 9 out of 10 times they won't show. You know there is higher probability of them not showing than showing up. So how about instead of getting upset every time they don't show, when you make plans, know that they probably aren't going to show up and be okay with that. If you're okay with that, then invite them. If you're not okay with that, don't invite them anymore. You have the power over your life. You have the power over your own decisions and emotions. So stop giving that person that much power. You choose who has power to affect you. So this all just kind of goes back to the whole concept of you have responsibility over your life. You have the power. Nothing affects you unless you let it affect you. Let's take a kid, for example. You go swear at a kid. They're not going to understand because they haven't associated what you're saying with negativity. I could say some random, most abusive, traumatic, rudest comment to you in a different language and you would not even realize. You wouldn't get upset about it. You wouldn't cry. You wouldn't think and question your self-worth because you are not letting that have the power to do that because you don't understand it. So when someone is being rude to you, that's on them. That's on them. And yes, it takes a while, but sometimes you just got to build up a brick wall and be like, actually, your words have no power against me because I actually don't care what you think about me. You can go say whatever you want to say about me, but I am choosing to not let your words affect me. And yes, it's easier said than done, but the more you talk about this, the more you practice it, the easier it gets. Because truthfully, someone says something bad about me, yeah, I initially get affected, but then I'm like, who are you and why do I care about what you want? Why do I care about what you think of my life? I would not change lives with you right now. There's not really one area of my life that I would swap with you. So why do I care what you think of me? What you think of my life choices? And if you're sitting there right now thinking, oh my God, I've been playing into it. I've been letting these people affect me every single day, letting what's happened to me be a constant reminder. That's okay. We've all been there. But at the same time, if you don't change, nothing's going to change. If you are sitting here hating your life and you are not making any single steps to change it, then it's going to stay like this for the rest of your life. Your life will not change unless you make the move. It's not going to just fall in your lap, ever. I think a lot of us forget that you are the main character. Your life revolves around you. The world that you know revolves around you in your story. I'm not saying that just because you're the main character, everything comes to you. Absolutely not. Every single person is a main character in their own story. We're just going through a giant TV series of every year of our lives. We have different characters that come in, different storylines, different locations, different sets. It all is constantly changing, but only if that main character chooses to. You're not going to get a brand new job if you never apply for jobs, if you never respond to emails when they came through, if you don't set the intention that you want a new job. So if we go back to the whole complaining thing, nothing's going to change if you don't change. And if you don't take risk, if you don't take action, nothing will ever change. So I want you to keep that in mind when you navigate 2026. Navigate what this year comes, and maybe just reflect on how you feel about your life. Are you happy where you are right now? Is what you're doing day in and day out actually contributing and actually making the change you want to see in your life? Or are you sitting there complaining about things but making no effort to fix them? Are you sitting there and using every single thing that has happened to you in the past as an excuse of why you can't move forward? Because newsflash, absolutely none of those excuses are stopping you. You are simply telling yourself that they have that power to stop you. You can do absolutely whatever the fuck you want. You truly can. You can truly turn your life around, change it, move to another city, across the world if you want to. But if you constantly are giving other things power over you, then you're not going to make the change. You are the main character of your own life. You are so incredibly powerful, and you get to control what affects you. Words don't have meaning unless you give them meaning. If you want to block out the world, block out the world. Because you are incredible. You are talented. You are beautiful. And you were put on this earth for a reason. Your timeline is no one else's. So it's up to you to create the life you want to create. No matter what you've gone through, no matter what's to come, you control your life. You control how you act, you control how you show up, and you control how you feel. You are powerful, and you've got this. I hope you enjoyed that little pep talk, me ranting, me riffing. And I want to know your thoughts in the comments about this. The new weekly question is live. I know we didn't have one in this video because I really wanted to use the comments of that TikTok I did. But if you want to record your own message, send me a voice message, record it in the voice message chat on our website, twostrangersmeet.com, or even send me a DM. We'll catch you in the next one.